Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back in the Just Fly Hawk T1. We're back over a gloomy United Kingdom, specifically England at the moment, and we're taking the Hawk to the weapons range. As you can see, I got the practice bomb pods on. Is it CBLS pods, I think they're called. So we've just departed RAF Wellington. We're heading towards heading north towards Donanook, which is quite a popular weapons range, and here we are flying over Marham, home of the F-35 in the UK. In real life probably would have avoided that, certainly at this altitude, but hey ho, this isn't real world, we can do what we like. So it does look very gloomy, but it does look good though. It does look good. You can sort of see the rain showers off in the distance, which is quite nice. Does look a bit like it is outside my window at the moment. Just skimming underneath the clouds, which is nice. I do like a bit of cloud surfing. Although, is it cloud surfing if you're just underneath? Usually cloud surfing's on the top, so I don't know. Either way, it's nice. So we're just heading to our point in Norfolk before we transition out over the coast. Should be, hopefully, if it's modelled in here, there should be a sort of a wind farm just off the coast which will hit, I think, and that's one of our points, I think. Doesn't look like I see, so I'm just going to turn straight up the coast from how I've planned it. Now, it goes without saying, not a real world fighter pilot. So, just do this a bit for fun, like we all do. But, you know, keeps me happy. Which in turn keeps the wife happy. So yes, this is the Wash. For those that aren't familiar with the UK, there's actually two. Well, there was two weapons ranges. I think there's only one there now. We've got Hull Beach weapons range over there in the sort of centre. Then I think over there used to be Wainfleet. I think the Wainfleet's now closed. So yeah, back in the day, certainly when this squadron was active. 234 from RAF Brawdy. I used to have lots of weapons ranges around the UK at that point. There's a nice ship there. Right, there's the wind farm I was looking at. So it's looking a little bit nicer this further north. Now coming into Lincolnshire. And just over there is when we've got RAF Coningsby. Got some scenery for, thanks to Ian McCartney from, which is really good scenery. The screening for Hornington, by the way, is also by Ian, and you'll see that firsthand once we RTB. Absolutely fantastic work he does. To be honest with you, I can't believe it's free. I almost feel like you're robbing him. But yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff. Okay, so we are getting close now. So it should just be around about there. I'm hoping at some point maybe someone will make some a little bit of scenery for it. So at least then we can have something to visually attack. But you know, it is what it is. We work with what we've got at the moment. But, yeah, God, it just looks great. I've said it once, twice, and I'll say it again. Never in my wildest dreams did I think we'd have a simulator that looks like this. Never in a million years. It's so real. So, I think this is Louth, which I used to drive past that every day when I used to go work at Coningsby. Don't miss that journey, that's for sure. So yeah, so past that, so it's there's the lake, which is a good reference point. Speed is good. So we'll do a recce over it first, so we can get our where we want to aim for, and try and aim for that every time if we can. I have a feeling it's this bit here on the right hand side. See the barrels there, so yeah, we shall use that. Okay. Speed's good. Altitude is good, 1500 feet. Turn around now, heading towards Spurn Point. If anybody here watching this is a weapons pilot, or a fighter pilot that's flown in the Royal Air Force or anything, that has used the Dynamic weapons range, do get in touch. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Maybe show us how it's done. I'm sure a few of us out there would like that. So there we go, just want to head it just inside of Northcote's airfield. Yeah. Usually a few little microlights flying in and out. So heading towards the coastline now. So I think we're probably going to pop. Power. Pop. I'll say a bomb fell off there. Head back down. Where is it? A bit wider than I wanted to. That's okay. Fuel situation is good. This one's good. Just inside. Okay, so there's the coastline now. We'll look for the same again, we'll look for the pop. Popped a bit too early there, I think. Go. Pop. Bombs off. Yeah, hit the target there, of course. It does make me miss the old P3D days with the Hawk, with using TAC-Pack, actually having the ability to drop live weapons. I wish they'd be able to just model it, even if it's not, even if it doesn't blow up or anything. It'd be nice to be able to drop something. I know it can be done. There are some freeware aircraft out there that can do it. You just add to that immersion. coastline again. Try not to pop as early this time. 1, 2, 3, let's pop. Power on, climbing, looking for the mark. Bombs away, there we go, and more RTB from there. There's some targets. Scurry down the coast. Glorious weather. Head back to Honington now. There's the fuel. Fuel's looking good. Shouldn't give us any cause for concern. We do just need to be mindful of those wind farms. I think they're just coming up on the right, as well as this town. I think Skegness. Good old Skeggy. Those of you that have been, I bet you won't go back. But where's that Mablethorpe? So Mablethorpe, Skegness is further down, isn't it? Yeah. So that'll be Mablethorpe. Glorious looking stuff. Wake these people up down here. That's fine by me. Good. There's some weather coming. It's like it's raining over there. So I'm about to just try and skirt around. This is Skegness. Skirt around it a little bit. Saying that we are 1,500 feet, so we should be okay. Not breaking any rules. Back over the wash. Well, it's back the way we came now, really. Back into the dark skies. Good fun. There's Biggles down there. I am hoping that somebody does do a Jaguar. That would be nice. Get some scenery for Coltishall modelled. I do have some somewhere from when I was trying to develop some stuff for P3D. I thought it looked pretty good, to be honest. But I don't know how you convert it to be able to present it in MSFS. That's the problem. Not my area of expertise. Unfortunately. But, yeah. Hoping that Arno from fsdeveloper.com. It'd be nice if he could work his magic again and come up with some sort of model converter. Model Converter X was used very much so for me. I found it very useful. Certainly when they did the conversion of Stephen Legg's RF Lucas scenery from FS 2004 to P3D, with his permission of course, which it is actually available at FlyInside.com for those of you that are still using that platform. Although if you are, you're missing out on how stunning this place looks. But I'll let you off. Like I said, you do have that ability in P3D to use TACPack, so it's a tricky one. Maybe that TACPack will come to MSFS one day. Remains to be seen. I've not heard anything about it, but at the same time I've not been following it from VRS simulations, and I think they said that they were looking at this flight sim. But I think it requires a lot of work to bring stuff across. One, I think because the SDK is not quite there, and two, I don't think MSFS are as receptive to having weapons in the game. But we are where we are with it. Like I said, at the minute, it's very much use your imagination like we've just done. So, going back over Marham. No F-35s flying today. There's the 2 hangar. Spent a few weeks in there. Very early on in my career. It's going through my apprenticeship. For those of you that don't know, I spent about a year on Tornado GeForce before I sort of engineered a move up to Typhoon, which was still is my main bread and butter. But, do you remember my time as well at Marham before I go to Coningsby, and then sunny Norfolk. Like the middle of nowhere for everyone, really. Not the most accessible region in the UK, but certainly not the worst. Now we're just skirting around Milden Hall over there. You can see the weather is closing in now, so hopefully we should be able to just get back in time before we get closed out. I don't intend to divert anywhere. very bleak. Very bleak indeed. Yeah, should be back at base soon. See the rain streaming across the canopy there. Yeah, it is getting bad. More or less flying blind. So this would be at the point where if we had it was probably real well to be on talk down. Fortunately, there's nothing like that in MSFS. Maybe one day. So I think it's hard to see where I'm going yet. I think I'm just going to come off a little bit. God, yeah, this weather is really bad. Can't even see the runway. There it is. Looking for 090. It's a reciprocal heading. Coming up 090 there. Speed is coming down now nicely. Below 200 knots, gear down. Just see the runway. There's the threshold there. Power on. Awful weather. Okay, so yeah, let's tip in there. So I'm glad this thing's got a GPS in, because there's no way I'd be able to navigate in this weather. No hope in hell. This is definitely not the best circuit I've flown, that is for sure. Looks like we're just going to come onto finals just as I come off over the threshold. But, yeah. As long as we get down. It's not too bad, we are a bit high though. But, I can live with that. Welcome back to RAF Honington, home of the attack weapons school for Tornado back in the day, conversion unit. Very wet. A very wet Honington for sure. Oh, like I said, we made it back, which is all that matters. Probably one of my better landings in the Hawk, I've got to say. Wasn't as squirrely. Turning off a bit too early. Probably should just wait till I'm a bit more central. There we go, though. Nice and wet. Just taxi back to the apron or the pan. See some Tonkers lined up. Speaking of Tonkers, I cannot wait for Dino Catanio's Tornado. It will be epic, I think. You know, any model he makes usually is. And the fact that it's a Tornado. My first love. I'll just make it all the better, quite frankly. I think at this point we should really be switching to reds. There we go. Just so we don't blind the ground crew. Some nice tornadoes lined up here. I think the model is John Young's AI model, which I believe he's developing or trying to convert for MSFS at the moment. So maybe one day we'll be able to have some real tornadoes flying about, which would be nice. Apologise that was just my phone going off. If you heard that. If not, then great. We'll come down and park on the end here. So what we're going to do is cheat a little bit. We'll come through this way. Turn around. And that'll do for me, I think. There we go. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not 100% realistic, but, you know, it's always nice to get out and about and have a fly around. So, as always, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out, more than you guys can believe. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.